Hello, students. Thank you for being here. Thank you for taking the time to learn about your public health internship and being invested in your future. This video is going to address the big issue of finding an internship. Typically, students are a little bit anxious, like, I don't know where to start. I want to find a good internship. Where does the process begin? So I have a couple ideas and suggestions for you. First is starting a Google spreadsheet now. You have a year or two, maybe less than that. That's okay. Some students procrastinate. The idea of finding an internship is monumental. But by starting a Google spreadsheet early, each week on Wednesday afternoons, when you get the department newsletter, you can find the internships that are of interest to you, pop them in your Google spreadsheet, agency name, website, contact person, email, phone number, and over the next couple semesters, you will accumulate a large number, maybe 20, maybe 10 of internships that you're interested in, that when it comes to start to apply for those internships, you have your own internship bank of options for yourself. It only takes a little bit of time to start this. You're welcome to share it with me. I can take a look, add, or make suggestions. But each week on Wednesday, when you get that newsletter, open the newsletter, find the ones you're interested in, put it in your spreadsheet. So the second resource I want to provide you with is the weekly newsletter that you get. Anytime anyone sends me an internship or sends it to the department, we put it in that newsletter. So everybody has access to it at the same time, and you can apply equally. No one's getting the emails early. So use that department newsletter. Read the ones that are in there each week. Just because it's advertised this week doesn't mean it's not available in the future. It's typically a revolving door, meaning one intern is in, they finish, they leave, they want the next intern to start. So if you have the Google spreadsheet and it's a year old, you can still apply, meaning they're still looking for interns. So that department newsletter is a very, very powerful tool. Read it and put those internship opportunities in your spreadsheet. The next resource would be the internship recommendations, which are on our website. These are agencies where our former students have been in their internship. You fill out a form about the agency that other students can read, meaning future students. Like if you like the internship, talk about it in your internship recommendation form, and future students will read your recommendations. But for students looking for an internship, they can read those recommendations and say, hey, my peers really liked this internship. I probably will like it too. I can tell you this is the best internship, or you should do this one. But when students hear about an internship from their peers, they're more likely to enjoy it. Like my peer liked it, so will I. So read those internship recommendations. They're found on our website, and their title is internship recommendations. Put those into your Google spreadsheet as well. Additional resources, there's a lot of on-campus resources. If you're looking to do a global study internship, Kennedy Center will be a great resource for you. If you're wanting to do Washington Seminar, then Washington Seminar at byu.edu will be a good resource for you. The Ballard Center has some great on-campus internships. So look at what resources are available on campus. Additionally, there are listservs and internship websites. We're working on one from the department, information coming on that. The other resource are your professors. Make sure you're in touch with them. I'm looking for an internship. Do you have any ideas or suggestions or colleagues that you might put me in touch with? Our faculty members want to help our students be successful in finding internships as it leads to careers and jobs. The other resources are your typical LinkedIn, especially if your profile says looking for an internship in the Mesa, Arizona area, and you start linking with professionals in that area. It is a powerful tool. And I don't want to discount and make sure that students know and recognize the powerful tool we have on campus called BYU Handshake. If you haven't opened an account, you should do so. You get to set the parameters of the emails you receive through Handshake. And if you only want to get the internships in a certain area, set those parameters. If you want a paid internship, set those parameters. But our alumni, those who have graduated before us, use Handshake to recruit future interns and future employees. So very, very powerful tool there as well. Once you've done all of those things and you're still struggling to find an internship, make an appointment with me and we can go through additional resources. This is where I also want to say, if you're able to find and secure a job that will be paid and you think will work for your public health internship, that's awesome. A job can be your internship. It doesn't have to be unpaid. The truth is the majority of internships are unpaid, especially locally here in Utah County, and they're competitive. Not only are you competing against other BYU students, you're competing against UVU students for the same internships. So start early, cast the net wide, apply to multiple internships, not just one, and wait to hear back. As an example, I had a student years ago who applied to 100 internships, and he was able to move across the country. He heard back from about 17. That's a less than 20% response rate. And of those 17, he had 14 legitimate offers. So, if you're applying to one or two and you don't hear back, if it's about a 20% response rate, you need to apply to 5 to hopefully hear back from 1. So applying to 10 internships at once is encouraged. Make sure that you're representing yourself well, have your cover letter, have your resume ready to go. And it doesn't hurt to send those out. Once you have your Google spreadsheet going and it's time to apply, you can take time each day, 15, 20 minutes, apply to this one this day, this one this day. After 2 weeks, you will have applied to 10 if you're doing it 5 days a week. And the chances are you'll hear back from one of those. Next question, how do I know if the internship I'm interested in will count for public health credit? In a new policy, department policy in January 2019, as a faculty, it was decided that students get to choose where they intern. I can give you some guidance and direction, maybe ask some questions, refine and fine tune the internship opportunity. But as long as that internship will give you an opportunity to apply what you've learned in your curriculum, it will be approved. That means some students will say, well, I want to intern here. It's not a public health agency, but the work I'm doing will align with my emphasis specific learning outcomes for health promotion or for health science or for environmental or epidemiology. So if you can see that connection and you can provide a narrative in your forms, then it will be approved. If you have questions, come to me, come to my TAs. But generally speaking, most internships are approved as long as you can see the connection to public health and it aligns with your specific emphases, the learning outcomes that will be described both in the manual and in this module. Thank you so much for your time. I appreciate your, again, investment in your internship early on, and always I'm available for questions. We can call, email, text, we can have in-person appointments, or we can Zoom. Thank you so much. Have a good day.